Hey, power to everybody. Kachi Rob, what's going on? Infinite energy for all, infinite energy for all, infinite energy for all. Man, power to you. Let's get a conversation started. Yeah. I took all my diamonds off. I had a lot of energy, man. I was working and my chain is a black motivite. I think it's a motivite, and I got another black stone too. And basically, I never done the test, but when I touched it, I can feel my electrical body surge. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. Then I was working, I was by a magnet, and it just stuck right to it. I'm like, oh, damn, this thing's real. Either that or I charged it up with my electric body, but yeah, it just, but yeah. So I put it over there on my altar. It's charging up by my altar, but yeah, man. So I was like, yeah, this is real. So man, so you want to get these stones. I know the stones. When I buy my stones, I know most people be like, "Hey, what stone is that?" Most people say, "Hey, man, I love you. I like your stone. What is it? What is it?" I tell folks, I don't know. I gave it a new name. That's mainly what I do with my stones. I give my stones new names, different names, because when I buy it for the attention of what it's known for, or what the earthly knowledge of it being known for. And then when I touch it, it gives me the confirmations of what I need. And then I end up buying it. I surge it, shake it, roll it up, surge it up, blow on it. When you blow, put your breath of life into it. You mold it up by surgically putting electricity into it. Your atoms have a whole bunch of electricity. Your electrical body. And then you blow on it. You give it instructions. Then you put it next to your heart. So your soul, your spirit energy, your chi can go into it. Then you put it on your neck or whatever you want to do with it. On your altar, whatever you want to do with it. You can power up a lot of items just like this. Reason I know that's true is because when most people, when you buy an item, clothes. There used to be when I was growing up, as I was maturing in this vessel of mine, there was a old superstition, or superstition, however you want to look at it, where if you buy someone else's clothes, you're carrying on whatever energy that person may have. So most people don't like to go to a thrift store because of that. So most people will buy something from a thrift store, just throw it right on, and those are mainly folks that are already suppressed. So Spiritually, when you're already super suppressed deep down in the well, then you're free for your body to go which way, wherever the tasks take you to on the spiritual road. So some people are just gonna be thrown wherever, and as soon as there's some bad news, they're grabbing their mouth. Like, ooh! They're into it. They're fully invested into the Matrix. I call it the Matrix because that's just the thing to do, or whatever you want to call it. Those who are a little bit more sensitive, you can still go to the thrift store, but you're going to be grabbing your sage. I have sage and all this stuff over there. You're going to grab your sage, you're going to clean it, you're going to soak it, put some vinegar, natural remedies, a little bit of vinegar, rosemary, stuff like that. Get it all out. Say, this is mine now. Letting off releasing all the negative energy, whatever was on that person. Now, most people will say, you're superstitious, man. That's nothing. You need Jesus. You need to go to church. You're crazy. Yeah, they call folks that hug trees and, hit on bangos in a circle and all that stuff. Like, they say that's new age. Funny enough, I'm gonna debunk. I always been debunking all this stuff, but Jesus would have been a new ager, technically, because he was saying get rid of the laws and all that stuff. So to the Pharisees, he was a new ager. He brought in a new type of truth, whatnot. So as different ages goes along, there's a new added layer of truth and a layer shaved off. So an onion, it's like an onion, but it, actually more like a snake. That Ouroboros snake, as it eats itself, the old disappears, but a new layer goes over it. So for those who have eyes to see, or the eye to see, what time frame we're going into, that new layer is not going to be a new veil over you. You see, the ISIS veil is not going to be taking over you. You're going to be seeing past it, right? See past that, the lies. And speaking of lies, I've been sort of deeply putting myself into the human realm and seeing the craziness that the human realm is doing with the whole election, where, I looked at it from a human eyes. I'm like, yo, how they gonna have Megan Thee Stallion shaking and twerking on stage? But then I look at it from a pattern, when that pattern shows that they love to get their celebrities juking and driving on stage, man. Black folks. And even black is not really a people, it's a color. But then again, they understand, they're looking at it from a alchemical, where they know that we are the ones that can make the change. That's why they're so focused on our voting in their false reality. You see, we're that alchemical that can make things change, because our power and our voice is grander. Our DNA is absolutely remarkable. Our girl, Shimon. Shimon. Come on, Shimon. Girl. Shimon. Grimes. Is that how you say her last name? Let me look it up. Shimon Bowles. Her name's Bowles. Okay. Yeah. I mean, when people look at us as black athletes, they know that we're going to be the best, the strongest, the fastest, the EST of everything, right? The bestest, the fastest, strongest, the toughest. We the EST of the Olympics. But yeah. And also the cosmic realms with the ESTs. I'm not gonna eat all of this. So basically I bought me like a little ice cream just to indulge my sweet tooth. But I'm doing a tincture. I'll kick myself in the ass right now. Like, boy, if you don't pronounce this right. Tincture, yeah. I got different tinctures I'm doing. But yeah, I just gonna get like a couple. I had this for 2 days now. It's still full. So just get a couple bites in here, in there, you know, just to cool off because it's hot. Then I'll put the rest back. But yeah, I found out if you buy some real olive oil, honey, and some lemon, and put that together, it gives you energy. It helps your immune system. It helps other places, especially for guys. It helps with your bowel movement because basically you're lubricating your insides. So your bowel movement is like silky smooth. So it's a great way to keep your insides very lubricant. Your body is a working machine and you need to make sure it is properly functioning. But yeah. So, you know, I've been indulging myself in the whole human craziness. Kamala Harris. It's funny because I always been calling her Kamala. And now Trump called her Kabbalah. She's Kamala Harris. Because they're not Christians. Of course they're not Christians. Who believe they're Christians? So we got Kamala Harris and all these folks going at it. I'm just like, you know, we gotta pay attention that we were shown that we are in the age of the end cycle of a Kali Yuga like event where there will be a revelation type of event. A revelation type of event, basically for those who are still not taking their spiritual power seriously, you're going to be more scared and shaken about what's going to happen. You know, so you know the sun and all this stuff, the sun is getting hot and hot and more hot. It feels good to me. I know it's hot. Yes, there is, just because the sun is not burning us alive. It is hot, but it's alchemically doing something to the earth. So the alchemical nature of the sun's doing all these solar flares is a big, big, major thing that will be causing a lot of change to occur pretty soon down here. So when you see the Olympics did showing what it was doing, the Olympics were basically the Olympics was showing that the Olympics were basically showing that it was a major. There's a major event that will be taking place, and basically you can see it occurring because you see how Israel is taking out different leaders. Israel's taking out well, I don't want to talk about that, but you know, it's not really the place where the land is. It's a more of a name that carries some type of power. The names. So when Israel eventually gets taken out, that's when, you know, it's time for the, you know, it's time for the revelation aspect, or the Kali Yuga. But they shown that in Paris. They showed the whole thing going on, taking place. They showed America getting bombed in America, and they showed like the minions giggling about it, because Russia have a nuclear submarine not too far from here. They've been talking about Russia, nuclear submarines and all that stuff. The minions were our representation of that Russian power. The guy over the minions, I mean, I believe he sounds like a Russian. So, here you go. All right, everyone, caught you raw. Infinite energy for all, infinite energy for all, infinite energy for all. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I'm out.